What if I told you the greatest criminals in history weren't driven by greed, but by genius? That behind every legendary heist lies not just stolen jewels or vanished art, but a brilliant mind playing a game against the world itself. Tonight, we step into the shadows not to witness the crime, but to enter the mind of the mastermind. This is the psychology of a master thief. In every city, behind every vault and beneath every museum floor, there are secrets hidden not just in steel and stone, but in human minds. Minds capable of waiting years, studying every detail, and striking with precision so perfect it feels like destiny. These are not ordinary criminals. They are masterminds. And today, we're not just telling their stories, we're stepping inside their psychology. Welcome to the world of the master thief. This isn't just attention to detail. It's an obsession. Psychologists describe it as hyperfocus, the kind often seen in individuals who excel in fields requiring intense precision: surgeons, pilots, chess grandmasters. The difference is, the master thief applies this focus not to save lives or win tournaments, but to outwit entire systems designed to be foolproof. Their patience is extraordinary. Imagine having the self-control to wait for the perfect moment, even if it takes years, while resisting every urge to strike too soon. That level of restraint is not common in the criminal world. But for a master thief, it is second nature. The second defining trait is intelligence, not just raw IQ, but a specific kind of problem-solving genius. A true master thief thinks like both an engineer and an artist. They are capable of understanding how complex systems work, but also creative enough to imagine ways around them that nobody else would see. Consider how one thief bypassed a museum alarm by carefully studying the wiring and discovering that a simple magnet could disable the sensor without setting it off. That's not brute force. That's ingenuity. They are not limited by the rules most of us unconsciously obey. Where we see a locked door, they see dozens of potential solutions. A duplicate key, a hidden weakness in the hinges, a way to slip through unnoticed when the door briefly opens for someone else. Their brilliance lies in thinking laterally, outside the narrow paths ordinary people follow. But intelligence and patience alone do not make a master thief. At the heart of their psychology is something more primal: the thrill. You see, for many of these individuals, the heist itself is the reward. The diamonds, the paintings, the cash, these are just symbols, trophies of victory. What excites them is the game, the duel between themselves and the world. It is a battle of wits, and pulling off the perfect heist is proof of their superiority. Some psychologists even describe this as an addiction. Just as gamblers chase the rush of the win, thieves chase the rush of outsmarting a system everyone else believed was unbreakable. Their brains are wired to find joy not in money, but in mastery. Take the famous Antwerp Diamond Heist in 2003, often called the heist of the century. A group of thieves managed to penetrate one of the most secure vaults in the world, protected by cameras, motion sensors, heat detectors, magnetic locks, and steel doors. They walked away with over $100 million in jewels. How? By planning meticulously for years. They rented offices nearby to watch the guards. They studied every detail of the vault. They even built an exact replica of the vault to practice breaking in. When investigators later analyzed the crime, they admitted it wasn't just skill, it was genius. And the leader of the operation, Leonardo Notarbartoldo, later revealed something fascinating. The heist wasn't motivated by desperation or greed. It was about proving that even the most secure place on Earth could be undone by human intelligence. That statement alone reveals the psychology of a master thief. The true prize wasn't the diamonds. It was the mastery. Another critical psychological trait is fear, or rather, the lack of it. Ordinary people panic under pressure. Their hands shake, their minds race, their decisions become sloppy. But the master thief experiences the opposite. Under stress, their minds sharpen. Their breathing slows, their focus narrows, their senses heighten. Psychologists call this entering a state of flow. It's the same state athletes describe when they are in peak performance. or musicians when they lose themselves in a perfect performance. For a thief, this flow state occurs in the middle of a crime. The risk that would paralyze others instead becomes fuel, pushing them into an almost superhuman level of awareness. And yet, what makes their minds most fascinating is the way they rationalize their crimes. Rarely do master thieves see themselves as villains. Some frame themselves as rebels, fighting against corrupt systems. Others see themselves as artists, crafting masterpieces that happen to involve stealing. Still others convince themselves that their victims are so wealthy they won't even notice the loss. This self-justification is essential because it protects them from guilt. Without it, the weight of their actions might cripple them. With it, they can continue their work with a clear conscience. Now, let's talk about charm. Many master thieves are not only intelligent, but also charismatic. They can blend in, earn trust, and manipulate social situations to their advantage. This ability to mask their true intentions is another form of psychological brilliance. It allows them to enter restricted places without suspicion, to talk their way past obstacles, even to recruit accomplices. Think about the Pink Panthers, the international jewel thief network. Their members were known for disguises, quick thinking, and the ability to charm their way into high-security environments before pulling off lightning-fast robberies. Their success wasn't just about technical skill, it was about psychological manipulation. But here lies the paradox. While many master thieves live lives of extraordinary cunning, they are still human. They crave recognition, even if secretly. Some slip up because they want to brag about their accomplishments. Others return to the scene of the crime, drawn by the thrill of reliving it. It is this same psychology, the addiction to mastery, that often becomes their downfall. Their brilliance makes them legends, but their compulsions make them vulnerable. The fascination we feel for master thieves comes from this blend of genius and rebellion. They represent a kind of outlaw intelligence, someone who refuses to play by society's rules and yet succeeds in outsmarting it. That's why films, books, and shows about thieves continue to capture our imagination. We admire their daring, their creativity, even their audacity, while knowing deep down that their actions are wrong. It's the contradiction that makes them so compelling. Imagine for a moment, standing in their shoes. The night is silent. The guards are changing shifts. The cameras sweep across the room, but you already know the exact blind spot where they cannot see. Your heartbeat is steady, not racing. Every step you take has been rehearsed 1,000 times in your mind. The lock clicks open not with brute force, but with the elegance of a practiced move. You step into the vault. Before you lies something priceless, not just in money, but in meaning. And as you take it, you feel not fear, not guilt, but triumph. In that moment, you are not a criminal in your mind. You are a master, an artist, a genius who has outwitted the world. That is the psychology of a master thief. The deeper we go, the clearer it becomes. Their world is not built on chaos, but on order. Every move, every gesture is calculated. They thrive in structure, in precision, in control. But beneath that order lies a restless hunger, a need to test boundaries, to push limits, to see how far intelligence can take them. And it is this hunger that drives them again and again into the shadows, chasing the perfect heist that will finally satisfy them, though it never truly does. The mind of a master thief is not built on chaos. It thrives on precision, patience, and an unquenchable hunger to outsmart the impossible. To some, they are criminals. To others, they are artists. But to all of us, they remain a mystery we can't look away from. If this journey into the shadows has fascinated you, make sure to stay with us for more untold stories of the human mind. Until then, remember, every lock has a key, but only a few dare to find it.